2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Good morning, Melbourne.
Wakey, wakey.
Wake up, Melbourne. Jason Lauren. Turn it up.
Start your morning the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. Hello, guys.
Good morning. It's going to be a beautiful Wednesday today too.
What's the weather?
Sparkling. I believe the weather today is a top of 34.
34.
34 today, Melbourne.
That is a sparkler.
Yep,
It's a
34.
hot sparkler.
26 for the rest of the week.
Jeez, God.
I'm loving it. Yesterday was gorgeous in the sun as
Yeah,
well.
yesterday was a North Star. She was a North Star.
Clint, you wouldn't know. You weren't here. You were
No, I
hanging
was
with
in
the
the
Prime
Harbour
Minister
City.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were hanging with the Prime Minister.
PM at Kirribilli House.
How is Elbow?
Do you know what I was
Well, it's eating
surprised
for
at? Getting into Kirribilli House is not a great deal of like.
I called it.
It was just. It was sort of like, oh yeah, there's your name, like you're going to a lunch.
So,
I'm sure there is.
I had to flash
security
my
behind the
ID.
scenes.
our mates.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there's more to it.
No, I'm the same as you. I reckon you could have rocked up with an Amazon package, or maybe not a
No.
brown box. Yeah.
No, you definitely can't
no,
do
don't
that.
do that. So our mates in Sydney at Nova hosted a backyard cricket match at Kirribilli House.
It was nice of them to invite all of us.
Clint. Well, we are not certified cricket commentators, Lauren.
No.
Although I once got a hat trick in year 3 cricket.
Did you?
Really?
Yeah, I did. Against the boys.
Should have went on to play women's cricket. We could interview
No.
you for the
Oh,
T20.
yes.
That was my debut and retirement all in the same day.
Be a KO
Quit
person
while I was
next
on
week.
top.
Yeah, KO correspondent. The Champions Trophy is on at the moment.
Well, to be fair, I heard some of Clint's commentary.
Oh yeah. When?
Not sure you're a cricket commentator either.
Oh, when
On the
were
socials.
they
We're
broadcasting
watching,
it?
Yeah, we're watching
There's
on the
some on the
socials.
socials.
Yeah.
At one point you went, oh, you're on the microphone, you're meant to be commentating, and you went, oh, yeah, that's nice. Lovely, yeah. I was
That's
like,
pretty much the theme of it,
Good
isn't
one,
it? That's
Clint.
what they do in the commentary box.
Take me back to Kirribilli House.
Yeah, sorry.
Right? You walk in,
Yes.
few cops around.
so the
Yeah.
Prime Minister's house.
So you're like, what's your name? I said, Clint Stanaway. They said, ID. Yep, you're on the list. Have a good day.
Oh, they
And
don't
it's a-
need your ID.
There's no. Like,
You wander down the road,
Yeah.
right? Is there cops and
Yeah, feds.
like? But are they around? Like they roam in the perimeter?
You wouldn't even see them.
They were actually fielding. The
I
feds
think-
were fielding.
Snipers.
You need to lower your expectations. It is not like the White House. There'd be no dogs, no snipers.
Yeah, there would be. You just wouldn't see them.
Nah,
100%.
No way.
100%.
The feds were fielding. There was one at Silly Mid-Off.
So what it's called?
Yeah.
Silly mid off. I saw the Prime Minister bought his dog. Did he fetch the ball a couple of times too?
Nah. That dog doesn't fetch.
Oh.
It was just there for decoration.
He doesn't
Was it
spend
real?
much time at Kirribilli
think
House
so.
though, does he?
Nah, more a lodge guy, he said.
Yeah.
All right. So what? Look, Shayna, give me the update. Like, how did it look? Old?
Oh, like the inside needs a bit of work.
Yeah.
It's a bit
It's
dated.
heritage.
I don't think they're allowed to spend that much money on it because it's actually our house.
Oh, I'd be. Well,
Yeah, it's the
it's the
Australian
taxpayers'
people's
house.
home. But surely he'd have a little wing that he can put up
Jeez.
his own art
I'll
and do
tell
his
you
own
what
thing.
though, it'd be a good party spot on that grass.
Oh, yeah.
over Sydney Harbour.
Good
Jeez,
view.
it's specky.
I mean, the Prime Minister should have a good view from his
Yeah.
home, you'd think. Does he throw many parties there?
I asked him about that. We'll play it a bit later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait to find out what sort of house parties Elbow's having.
Well, Clint sent through a few photos from inside the house, which I
Yes.
want to chat about.
There's
a little
one
bit
in
later
particular
on.
which,
Yeah, really threw me for six.
yeah,
Is that a cricket term?
hit
Knock me
hit,
for
hit,
six.
Hit
Knock
you for
me.
six.
Hit me for six.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I was waiting for the women's cricket
Anyway.
queen to pick me up there.
How's that?
How's that?
Hey, before we get to Elbow, Clint, you've got some breaking news for us this
Oh,
morning.
from the world of entertainment.
Oh, Dickie Wilkins is here.
Yeah. So Australia's song for the Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh, hang on. Before we get to the song, is it like Dami Im or someone we know?
No. Well, I wasn't aware of this artist.
Oh,
it's an artist by the
emerging
name
artist.
of Gojo. Go-J-O.
As in, get out
No,
right
that's
now.
JoJo.
See, oh.
And of you and me.
It's too late. I can't wait for you to be gone.
It's an intriguing song. It's
What's it called? Gojo.
Gojo's the artist. Milkshake Man is the
Australian entrant.
yeah.
Bring all the milkshake things to the
My
girls.
boyfriend
I
brings
think-
all the
look, I
girls to
think
the
it'll
yard
strike
and they're
a-
like,
is
it's better than yours, damn right.
I think
would
it'll
love that
strike
to
a
be
real
our
chord
song.
with you, Jace. Now,
I'm not a Eurovision.
I know
sort of
you're
No,
not.
but you've always said a milkshake
Is a meal.
and that's why I think it's going to appeal to your stomach.
Okay, can
So
we have a
this
listen?
is Clint wants to play it in full.
I want to play it.
Oh, let's play it.
Yeah.
Please don't switch off. Please don't switch off,
I'll
Melbourne, if you
preface
hate
it
it.
by
Just
saying
stop it.
it's very Eurovision.
Should we do a trust thing? Ring if you hate it.
No, but
Or ring if you love it.
Yeah, okay. All right, this is
Maybe
our
let's
entry.
not be negative.
it's odd.
Well,
13, 24, 10. Tell us what you think of Australia's
Give us
entrance
your first
into
review.
Eurovision.
here it is on Nova. That
I love it. We should play it again at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
The kids will love it.
that is
It needs a run at 8.
shit.
You're shit and boring.
or lactose free.
What about the special creme brulee? Shake,
That's
shake,
gonna win.
shake, shake, shake.
Do you know
shake
what?
it,
You know-
shake
you
it,
know the
shake it,
sad-
shake.
The sad thing is, this will be the year Australia wins.
I love it.
Yeah.
What does he say? When I say shake it, you say sweet.
No, he says, honey, honey.
Look at him.
Or he
He's
says-
he's
oh, no,
having
he
his
says
shake
sweet,
in the front
sweet.
of in the official video
I mean,
clip,
it's
which
bizarre.
is also
They're
just
still
dropped.
doing video
I think we
clips.
need to play it for the kids
He's in
today.
a milkshake man.
All right.
I loved it.
It's fair to say the jury's still out.
There you go.
You
Melbourne.
know what? It's got.
It's got a bit of upper about
That's
it. The more
exactly
we
what I
hear
was
it, the
about to
more we're
say.
going to love it.
I have a feeling by 8 we'll all be going.
And I shake, 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 yeah, shake, shake, shake.
You
Can I get a ride with the milkshake man?
Sweet,
Yum, yum.
Sweet, sweet, yum, yum.
See?
All right, guys, love it. Love it, live it, love it. Go Australia. I'll be invested
Who's
in
the artist?
Eurovision now.
Gojo.
Gojo. Not to be confused with Jojo.
Leave, get out.
Yeah, Gojo.
Some stats about Gojo.
Oh, I didn't do a deep
That's
dive.
about Gojo is that
What did you want a deep
he's
dive
the
as well?
Australian entrant into
Hang on.
Eurovision.
Yeah.
How old?
Give me a standby, please.
He kind of looks like Ruben from Peking Duck.
I cannot
No, the
believe
other
I'm
one.
going to say this, but Brody, can we try and get Jojo on?
Gojo.
Go. No, I'll take either.
His name is actually Marty Zambotto.
Let's stick with
okay.
Gojo.
Yeah. All right. So Batman.
More than 1 billion views across all platforms.
1 billion and one now. Let's get Claire from Edithvale. She's called through because we did put the call out. That is Australia's entrance to Eurovision, Melbourne. It has just been launched. We loved it. Claire from Edithvale, what do you think?
Hate it.
Oh, you and Jace together. A couple of miserable old Melburnians.
You know what, Claire? It's starting to grow.
Do you
on
think
me.
it's a grower?
Well,
Oh, guys,
There it is.
a deep dive
Oh, yep.
produces results. So Milkshake Man was
We
written
know
by
that, Clint.
was written by Gojo alongside members of Shepherd. Your friends,
It's got a
James.
Shepherd vibe to it.
Remember when Shepard did an interview at our old radio station and got locked in the lift?
Yes, that's right.
Got
I don't
stuck in
mind
the
it.
lift.
Don't mind it.
They were lucky that day. They didn't make it to the building.
Here we go. One more
Apparently
fact.
that happened to
Oh, yep,
us.
another fact.
The Milkshake Man's purpose is to inspire people to embrace the loudest and proudest version of themselves. And I can't think of a better place to share that message than in Basel at Eurovision.
Oh, that was the quote.
I love it. Joel Creasy, is he still hosting Eurovision?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No, he's off it.
No.
He's off it.
He loves Eurovision.
Oh, yeah. This has got Joel all over
Doesn't
it.
it?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I love it. I think
Hey,
we should get right
guys,
behind it.
I'm pleased to say, first play.
They only announced it this morning, didn't they?
We don't know that. Triple M could be spinning it right now.
Ching ching.
All right.
Turn it off. Put Milkshake Man back on.
Okay, getting rid of that. All right, cool.
Oh, Jack's frothing it from Dandenong. He's called through.
G'day, Jack.
Jack, morning.
hey guys, how are you? I am absolutely loving
Good
it.
on you,
How
Jack.
good is it?
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, I'm all about a milkshake too.
Jack, I say sweet, sweet. You say?
Creme brulee.
Tops of 34 today. She's going to be a sparkler. Perfect weather to head down to the Yarra and go for a dip.
would've
I don't know
thought so.
about it.
No, yeah, I think so.
So there's a group of swimmers who are going to start swimming in the Yarra.
Yep.
They want to start swimming in
If
the
I
Yarra.
was to go down to the Yarra now, chuck the budgies on and
Are you
cut
allowed
some
to
laps.
swim in
I
it?
don't know.
Well, see, no, it's against the law. It is illegal.
In
So there's
all
no-
parts or just certain parts?
I think just certain parts, like around that Crown area, because there's
Oh.
go boats everywhere. The rowers are
And
there.
the rowers.
So I don't think.
So is there anywhere you can safely get in and get out?
Yeah, that little pool on Arbury afloat.
No, yes.
No, yeah, but that's actual proper clean water, not
Okay.
Yarra.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't think I'd
disappointing.
want to be in the swim in the Yarra River. Although you've done it, Clint.
Well, I jumped in
When
as
you were doing the
opposed to
Birdman.
swimming
We had to sort of swim out.
frolic.
Guys, we were talking about this yesterday. I got an idea. Why don't I collect some water today on the way home? I'll take it down to Arthur at Moorabbin Pool Works. I'll bring the Pool Works Moorabbin water report tomorrow on the Yarra.
Yes, please, and then we'll make a decision.
Okay. You'd be proud of me. Went down to Crown yesterday after the show
What did you collect the water in?
like a little plastic thing that I get at the pool shop.
Oh, an actual like
Like a pH
a
thing.
specimen bottle.
Yeah, specimen bottle. So I did get a few weird looks out the front of Crown when I was hanging over the edge.
Yeah, you need to go down to where the boat ramps are, so it's like at ground level.
Yeah,
not
no,
leaning over trying to scoop it up.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little jetty there, so I walked down, but then I had to get down on my hands and knees. And
Jeez, he's doing it tough. Can't afford Mount Franklin.
there were some people just watching like, what is he doing? Then anyway, took it down to see Arthur at Pool Works Moorabbin. I was
Shout
like,
out.
here to get my water tested.
Is Arthur a typical sort of pool guy?
Oh,
You know,
screams.
like really deep tan.
Does he work in the shop or does he go to people's houses?
No, he's more of the shop
Oh,
than,
he's
than the hot stallion pool Clint.
So he's not short shorts,
No.
scooping
Not
the
like
pool
the
with
hot
his
pool
pool
cleaner.
net.
No. God love him. God love him, but I don't know how to feel with the short
I mean,
shorts.
Arthur probably gives it away a little bit.
It does sort of. I'm
What,
sure.
you never met a hot Arthur?
Not in my time, no.
My old dentist's name was Arthur.
And?
That's the only other Arthur I know.
Is he hot?
Very handsome.
Is he?
It was my friend's dad.
Oh, well.
Got a posh hole.
Sleepover.
Oh my God.
I've got
Jason.
the results. This is concerning. So, when you get your water tested, they check all the different things.
This is your
including-
pool.
Yeah, this is
We
your
wouldn't
pool.
know because we don't have as much money as Chase.
Oh, please, it's a small pool. Salt.
Bigger than the pool I've got.
Mm.
What about you, Clint?
Test the
Yeah.
salt levels. Here's the concerning bit.
It's very salty.
No.
No?
No.
What? Well, I
No,
had
it wouldn't
a
be salty.
The salt level is extremely low.
Oh, I copped a gobful
Oh,
when
see-
I was in there, and it was very
Well, guess
salty.
what, Clint? It ain't salt.
Oh,
It ain't salt, which I'm finding concerning because it's connected to the ocean. Like,
So what's in there?
it's connected to the bay, which is connected to the ocean.
here's the
Connected to the knee bone, connected to the hip bone, you reckon?
here's the big one.
Yeah.
Phosphates. Because whenever
Yeah.
I take the pool water in to get checked, they'll
What's
be like,
phosphates?
so they'll be like,
Sulfur?
chuck a bit of phosphate remover in. Basically, that's clearing out the kids' piss.
Ugh.
Oh.
You know, if people pee in the pool.
Do your kids piss in the pool?
No, I've got a no pissing in the pool policy.
My parents used to tell me the water turns bright blue so you
Yeah.
can
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
You got a
everyone
blue
said
ring
that.
around
Yeah,
your
so
ring.
you, so you can't, you could never do it.
Yeah. So phosphates, if they're high,
Yes.
got to put in the phosphates remover. Normally, it's because kids are pissed in the pool.
Isn't that the chlorine that does that? Gets
Yeah.
rid of it?
Chlorine cleans like the algae and stuff in the pool, but the
Ah.
phosphate, mate,
Have
seriously,
listened to you.
the phosphates are actually very good.
Oh.
Well, because no
Good
one's
for
in there to
swimming.
wee in it.
I know, but I thought,
What about the feces?
well, that's it should be
It's
showing
that
up in the
same thing.
phosphates.
So no feces in the Yarra.
There's no feces.
Oh.
It,
Party
it
time.
I
prints
don't
it
think
out.
many people are
Arthur looked at it and went,
doing that in there either.
you should have seen them. They're all gathered around the results at Poolworks, and they're like, it's actually pretty clean.
Oh, why does it look so brown?
When you poured it out to get tested.
Bit of dirt in
Yeah,
there.
a little bit of dirt.
The upside down river.
But it's actually pretty clean.
Well, down
so-
your hop, it's 36 degrees.
So
no,
we can
20
swim.
How hot is it today?
34
degrees. Down your
I think the issue is more so after a weather event, like a storm.
It gets churned up.
Oh, phosphates would be up then.
That's when all
Yeah.
the
Sediment
logs
comes
start,
up.
Yeah.
flowing
So did
from
we
the
work
pipes.
out, did Arthur tell you if there are any sharks in it?
That
test
doesn't
for
come up in
that.
the water test. There's a giant fin just sitting in the.
Oh, look,
Shark
we've got some
fin soup.
flake.
Yeah, no, he can't tell if this.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. 13 24 10 if you are a rower or if you've ever been on the Yarra and you've seen a shark.
Or a dolphin. Clint said, oh, there's regularly dolphins in there.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's regular.
No, I'm
Like
pretty
a
sure.
seal, yes.
No, I'm sure there's
Sure,
dolphin.
you'd get. Can you
I'm
Google?
sure.
If I was sitting at Nobu at Crown and I saw a dolphin flapping down the Yarra, I'd think they'd put something funny in my sushi.
No, I'm sure of it.
Can you Google
Dolphins in the Yarra.
Is it
a pair of bottle-nosed dolphins swimming in the Yarra have delighted people walking past in the morning.
When was that?
That was on the 4th of September 2018.
Regular. It's a regular occurrence.
Did they do it like SeaWorld, where they jump out and hit the ball that's hanging up?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What about
no,
sharks?
they've been planted
Sharks?
there.
Put sharks standing by.
Doing a
Standing
live
by.
Google.
13, 24,
Sharks
10.
in the Yarra.
If you've
Sharks
spotted a
in
shark in the Yarra.
Yarra. No, there are no sharks in the Yarra River. The river is freshwater and sharks are typically found in saltwater
See, it's not
environments.
salty. Arthur at the pool shop told you that.
But it's connected to the bay. The bay's connected to the ocean. The ocean's connected to the...
Hip bone.
You got it.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
We want to talk...
Pam the Bird. Now, do you remember Pam the Bird?
Yes, the graffiti artist. alleged.
I'm still... Did we ever get to the bottom of how Pam the Bird got to some of those locations?
Scale
Well, I
the
was
heights.
driving out to the airport on the weekend.
airport.
Is there still one on the big French fry?
I was trying to look... Oh, I didn't see the French fry, but I was trying to look in the rearview mirror to see if the Novotel one was still
I
there.
think they've got that off, haven't they?
You believe so?
So if you weren't across it, there was this Pam the Bird graffiti popping up all summer on the Novotel, on the French fry over the freeway, on the
Channel 9?
there was a big one at Channel 9, on Flinders Street clocks.
There's a few on the freeway overpass signs as well.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Do we think there's some copycats out there? Like it's not the original Pam the Bird?
Oh.
No, I think they were all the original Pam the Birds, because then the guy who got arrested and charged, his name's Jack, he got done for vandalism. He's been held in custody for Pam the Bird and a few other things. Anyway, he's trying to get out on...
Is Pam the Bird a flight risk?
Well, I think there are a few things going on with Pam the Bird's
That's all right.
artist.
Right.
It's a shocker.
Oh, so
the
not just
flight risk.
waving
I missed
spray
Dad's
paint
joke
around.
there.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
missed your dad joke. Sorry. Anyway.
I missed it.
Look, Pam the Bird, obviously it was very dangerous where it was going, but I quite liked watching it pop up anyway. Did anyone else get a little bit of joy in being like, oh, so for the street clocks now? It was like our own Banksy, except everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
Did you like seeing it pop up? No?
It's very conflicting, isn't it? Because, I mean, I don't know how safe it is.
No, it's definitely not
No.
safe.
I mean, look, I'd rather that art than those stupid oranges they put down my way in Hyatt.
Oh, I
Remember
agree.
those
Oranges.
metal orange slices?
Oh,
that they
they're
put?
fantastic.
Oh,
Was that in the Unhappy Park, or it was just...
it was just in a park in Hyatt, and then everyone just graffitied them anyway.
Oh, are they gone?
No, they're just covered
People
in spray
straddle
paint.
them?
No, they're terrible.
Oh.
And they cost a fortune.
Anyway, the 21-year-old behind Pam the Bird has put in an application to be released on bail to go and live with his grandmother.
Oh, that's good.
But Granny's got involved, and she has said, let me tell you, if he comes home with me, my house, my rules. I've got a pretty good understanding of younger people's behaviour. I have a reputation of being firm but fair. She was previously a security guard at folk festivals, mind you.
Oh.
But a security guard at festivals. She's also worked in backpackers, and she's across how young people behave.
She sounds like a fun granny.
She's going to sort him out. I'd rather be in prison.
What,
I
we go to
reckon.
Nan's?
Nan
Yeah,
sounds
Nan's
fun.
tough.
Nan sounds wild.
I reckon tough grandparents are ace. You know, sometimes mum and dad can be a bit soft, and granny's the one that like puts her foot down on things.
Yeah, see, I like when grandparents become 20 again. And they get out there living. You know what I mean?
Well, you've always wanted to take one to Revs.
Yes, I've always wanted to take a grandma to Reps.
I mean, the staircase is an issue.
I know.
Need
That's
to-
why we'll probably go circus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Circus, yeah.
You're going to take a grandmother to circus.
Yeah, like find a granny that's never been clubbed and take her out
Cool
for-
grannies. I want to know in Melbourne, 13, 24, 10, do you have a cool grandma or a cool grandpa?
What are they still
We
doing?
spoke to that girl once whose grandmother dated her friend.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Can we find a grandparent with a gaming chair?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
A gaming granny.
A gaming granny.
Not like
Yes.
a pokies gaming granny.
No. 13, 24, 10.
Maybe you are the cool grandparent.
Do you have a cool grandparent? And what do? Have they replaced knitting for, I don't know?
Night clubbing.
Yeah, we're not talking about aqua aerobics. We're talking
No.
about, you
I
know,
think that's pretty cool, though.
we're talking about wild. Like,
Maybe you've got a bodybuilding granny.
Oh,
Maybe you are a bodybuilding granny.
Extraordinary.
Maybe when Granny's going to GSAC, it's not for aqua aerobics. She's getting up on the diving board.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
10 metres high doing the flips.
Is there an age limit on those things?
Oh, I don't know. I
have
reckon
to
do
be
a hip out.
Yeah, you'd have to be careful.
13, 24, 10. I mean, when the walking frame hits the water.
Should just do the pin drop.
13, 24, 10. I don't think she's coming up.
Hurt.
Can it?
Yes.
And
yes.
it can
If
go.
you leave
It
the
can go a
arms
bit
out.
skew if you don't go straight. You can really
Oh.
Have you seen on those Red Bull cliff dives? They normally throw a rock or
Yeah.
something in first to break the
break
water.
the water.
Yeah. 13, 24, 10 is our number. Are there any cool grandparents out there? You join us on the air. I've got $200 Kogan vouchers up for grabs this morning. Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. That is clicking awesome. You know, cool grandparent. Give us a ring here at Nova. We are looking for cool grandparents this morning.
Cool
13.
grannies, cool grandparents. Come at us 13, 24, 10. I love a cool granny. Like, they're still living. These people up there that you think, oh, they're grandparents.
You know what's
Nah,
crazy?
they're living.
The ones that sell up and then just get a room on a cruise ship. And
Oh.
that's where they live.
Yeah, there's that world cruise, and you just
Yes.
live on it. You cruise around the world. That's the dream.
Pineapple
right?
on the door?
Yeah, if that's
No,
the sort of
it's
thing.
not a swing. Well, there's probably some.
Well, why not?
I reckon grandparents are living their best lives. They see their grandkids, and then they give them back, and then they get their house back to themselves.
Oh.
See ya. Bye now. They get
Amazing.
to pick and choose when they babysit.
Yes.
Many grandparents living.
I could see Granny Lauren on a cruise, just go around the world.
Yeah, that'll be. Do I have to be a grandparent to do it?
What are you doing next Tuesday? Shall we book?
We're off next year.
All
See
right,
ya.
let's go to Box Hill. G'day, Jenny.
Morning, Jenny.
G'day. How are
Are you
you?
a
G'day.
granny that's got it going on?
Yep. Well, I've got a really cool grandparent, not my grandparent.
Yep.
But I'm the head coach at Whitehorse Diving, and I have a 78-year-old woman called Pam who came second at World Championships when she was 74, and she's going back to World Championships this year in Singapore, and she's
Diving? Like off,
Yeah, she's
off a
diving.
diving board?
Yeah.
And she's
she dives
75?
off the 1 and the 3 metre. She's 78. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Go, Pam. We must get on the Pam bandwagon for the world
God,
champs.
if I hit that springboard, I'd break a
so
leg.
Jenny, it's a springboard, I take it?
Yeah, off the springboard.
Okay.
She wants to dive platform, but I won't let her.
Oh, the 10-metre platform.
Oh,
Oh, no. Well, you were talking about diving before.
Yes.
And once you're over 50, you can only, over 60, you can only go off 5 metre platform.
5 metre.
yeah.
They're
And
not allowed
she's
to go off the 10 metre
78.
anymore.
Is she any chance to
She's
win these
78.
world champs?
Pardon?
Is she any chance to win, do you think?
Yeah, she's got a good chance.
Go, Pam.
hell.
Pammy.
78, still in the Speedos, doing the diving board.
Jeez.
Good on ya.
Like, remember when I went out diving over at MC?
How could I forget? You nearly caused a tsunami.
I went off. Whoa, okay.
Because
I
you
went
went fully flat into the water.
Yeah.
There was nothing streamlined
belly
about it.
whacker.
Yeah. That was off the 5 metre.
He was also in the Nova Boy suit. So it
Oh,
was-
yeah, that's right.
the head floated off and Chase sunk.
Yeah, the rest of me was at the bottom of the pool.
In
Indiana, good morning. You're only 17,
Morning.
so I'm tipping it's not you that's the cool granny, but have you got one?
I do have a cool nan. We randomly, spontaneously one day decided that she wanted to get her first tattoo at the age of 70,
Awesome.
and we went and got a matching one together.
What
How
did
does that work with the skin? Do you push it like?
Oh, no,
Oh, you gotta
70,
spread the skin.
70's the new 50.
skin. No, but you'd have to spread the skin
Yeah.
because
No,
at that age the skin
70's,
starts.
nah,
bit
70 you're
wrinkly.
fine.
Yeah, she got it on her ankle, so it wasn't as bad.
What'd she get,
Flaming
Indiana?
eagle.
It's a shamrock.
A what?
Oh, shamrock.
Luck
It's
to
a
you.
3-leaf clover.
Oh, cute. Nan had to sign the consent form, so
Okay.
she's over 18.
She not keen for a tramp stamp?
Something so.
Oh, just on the base of the spine there. On the buttock.
No? Okay.
Let's go to Megan in Caroline Springs. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're good. Are you the cool grandparent?
I am the cool grandparent. I'm the
Amazing.
coolest of the cool.
How many grandkids you got?
I've got 2.5.
Oh, one on the way.
Yeah, one due in May, a
Right.
little girl.
And what makes you cool?
Yeah. Oh, look, my partner's 34, and so, of course, all our group of friends are about the 34, 35 group. We go out a lot to...
Are you 34? No.
No, I'm 50.
Oh, get it, Granny.
And
Yeah.
you're about to say girl and you change
I was
it to
going to say
granny.
get it, Mom. No, get it, Granny. So you're in your 50s. He's in his 30s, and you're.
Yep.
What are you doing?
You're going clubbing.
You're going clubbing.
Yeah, so we go out a fair bit, 30-year-olds like to go out partying, and
Amazing.
I'm pretty much the last one standing and
Good on
drinking,
ya.
while the rest of them are either passed out and throwing up everywhere.
Oh, you got the experience under your belt, Megan. That's
Mm.
why.
I have.
Are you
It's,
living your best life, Megan?
I am. I separated from my husband
See ya.
and met this younger bloke, and I've
Upgraded.
sort of gone back to my childhood.
Are your,
Yeah, you. Good on you.
are your teeth still real?
They are still real, Clint, and I must say that you are hot.
Oh!
Still got it steady.
Oh!
I look forward to watching you on the news in the afternoon.
Oh, don't say that, Megan. Your boyfriend
No,
will get
yeah,
jealous.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a bit,
Clint-
older
that
than
laugh.
him. I'm an older man.
You're like a decade older than her boyfriend.
So you sit down on the recliner in the afternoon and put Clint on, just breaking
I
news?
do. I
of
come on at
excitement.
work. One of my clients actually watches the news, so I get to watch him at work as well.
There you go.
This
Oh.
just in.
Yeah.
Me.
Well, let's
Yeah,
go.
you
Let's go
do.
clubbing, Granny.
Oh my God, how good. Granny with the 34-year-old boyfriend. I mean, you're 50's so young.
She's
So
living.
young, but she's living.
First
Plenty. You're in Sydney yesterday at the Prime Minister's house playing backyard cricket. I love that.
Kirribilli House. I've always wondered what it looks like.
Had you been there before?
I've been there once for a media conference, but never really inside. Just in the gardens.
So the Prime Minister was playing cricket with Fitzy and Whipper, our
Yes, colleagues in Sydney.
colleagues. You went along to commentate, but that means you got to be a part. Like, I knew you were playing cricket in the backyard, but did you get to go in the house,
Yeah.
like in his home?
Yeah.
Let's get to what was in the photo you sent me in a second. First, though, you did get the chance to catch up with Albo.
I did, yeah, post-match. He
Seemed
was
very...
in really good spirits.
How was he at cricket, by the way?
He's good.
He didn't do an underarm throw like
Johnny Howard.
Johnny
Remember
Howard.
when he...
threw it into the
Oh, my God,
turf.
playing with the soldiers. No, he was actually decent, and he had a good old whack with the cricket bat.
Really?
He was good.
He would have been practicing.
Yeah.
Prime Minister, thanks for having us at your house. It's a beautiful house, by the way. What have you done?
It's your house too.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
no, you don't want to invite me here too much. I might take over. What have you done to the place?
Well, I haven't done too much. It's been here for quite a while, and it's an asset for Australia. And I spend more time at the lodge in Canberra, but it is an extraordinary location here on Sydney Harbour.
You match fit? You ready for a big month ahead?
Did I look match fit?
Well, you were rolling the arm over and it was menacing.
Just a good bit of fun, but I'm absolutely match fit and looking forward to the next little while.
Jason Lauren back in the studio. They wanted me to ask you about your suit collection because they think as a sports presenter on the Nine Network, I have more suits than you. How many do you reckon you would have in rotation?
I have a few. A lot of them look pretty similar, I've got to say. You got to wear all that team. They tell you got to wear navy blue or charcoal grey. Got to wear a dark suit.
It's very thinning, the charcoal grey.
It's much easier for blokes. Yeah. That's the truth. You wear a white shirt, have lots of ties.
So what are you thinking? 10, 15, 20?
No, not that many.
Really? So I've got you covered.
I'm frugal, mate. I'm frugal. I'm still a working class lad. Jodie says to me, you've had that shoes, the same shoes for years, or you've had the same suit. Yeah, no, I'm just a boy from Camperdown.
Will we see you in Melbourne soon?
I was in Melbourne this morning. I flew up here for the game, and I'll be back down there tomorrow.
Fantastic. You have to pop in. Say good day.
I have to pop in, absolutely.
Good to see you.
Thursday morning.
Okay, it's a date.
Done.
Okay, there's many things to unpack. Firstly, I love that our Prime Minister says, yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. And I don't, he's right. It is much easier for men than women. Remember poor Julia Gillard as the Prime Minister when people pasted her about her
every time
outfits.
she went into question time.
Elbo's getting around in 6 different suits.
And he's got the same shoes.
The house only
cute.
has 3.5 stars on Google.
What is it? Is he on Airbnb?
Yeah, well, you can review anything. Can we talk about the photo you sent me?
Hang on, no, the suits. So how many do you have? If he's got 6 or 7?
He reckons he's got 7.
And how many do you have?
I last stock take, and this is at home, I had 28.
Do you fit into all of them, or is this like half of my wardrobe that I'm holding on to in the hope that I'll get back into?
No, you need. If it doesn't spark joy, you've got to get rid of it.
It'll spark joy if I get back into it, let me tell you.
Mm.
You know, I've got the cream, the beige, the off-white, the ivory.
Oh, yeah, you've got all of them, don't you? He's been to many.
20?
No, a lot of them are blue.
He's been to many Oaks days.
You've
though.
actually got more suits in your cupboard than a suit shop has on the floor.
Probably.
And that's just at home.
And that's
okay.
more at work.
Well,
Anyway.
Jace has been fascinated by the suit
Yes.
debate for many years. So there you go. That's cleared that
7.
up. Clint has like 7 times the amount of the Prime Minister. And he needs some new shoes by the sounds of it.
Oh, yeah. We need to get him some new hush puppies.
Get him some new hush
He'd
puppies.
be a hush puppy guy, wouldn't he?
Get him some Doc Martens, maybe.
Clint's in a photo of the PM's bathroom.
Yes. So I needed to go for a wee post-match.
Did you really need to go for a wee, or you just want to get in the house?
I was a bit nosy.
Yeah.
So you walk in and it's a lounge room. It's a sitting room, and which looks over the beautiful harbour, and on the mantelpiece there's these photos of Albo and Jody and his
so
dog
it's like a
and
home.
the kids and all
Are
that.
they
Yeah,
recliners?
it's
What's the couch situation? Recliner?
Floral, for
beautiful
sure.
beige type. It looked very comfortable. I wasn't
Not the
gonna sit
electric
down.
ones with the USB chargers.
or the cup holders in it.
Yeah.
It's the Prime Minister. It's not Lee and Keith from Gogglebox.
You never know.
He's also got a.
Yeah, he would make it.
He's
great.
got a like an Albo's room, with a Rabbitohs sign above the doorway, where he goes and he watches his sport.
Oh, like a man cave.
Also on the ground level are some facilities. So the toilet, which I used, it's doubles as a powder room style, small.
Is
quaint.
it modern?
It's. That's why I asked him what he'd done to the place, because I assumed he would sort of do some
Give it a reno.
renos, give it a spruce up.
It's Scotty Cameron.
It's a bit dated.
Sorry?
Oh, it's a bit dated.
It's a bit sort of.
What was the
It's
bottle?
the people's house.
It's like 90s style.
What were the amenities like? Aesop? Surely good Australian
Oh,
brand. Bit of
yeah,
Aesop.
good. So, well, no, because I
think
saw
they
the
were running
photo.
with a cake of soap.
No.
Oh, no.
You can't have a cake. That's
I
not
think
true.
it might have been an imperial leather.
Not a pears.
You can't be using a pairs, and then the next person to come in could be the French president who's in town or the
no.
royals.
You can't have a cake of soap.
What was the spray bottle in the bathroom in the photo you sent?
So I sent you a photo because on top of the throne, the toilet, was something that I haven't seen since my nan's house, maybe 15 years ago. It was a bottle of Orange Power toilet deodorant.
Oh.
That's
you know
for
the
if
stuff
there's-
you
if
spray
there's some
around.
serious damage.
If
No,
there's
they
a
need
bit
the
of-
Aesop drops.
bit of a scent, you get the Orange Power out, which
No.
tends to make it smell
15
10
times
times worse.
worse.
Yeah. You walk in, the orange hits you. It's like there's been a Prime Minister poo
Is that
happening in
really?
here.
Is that really what he's using?
Well,
getting
his
around.
elbow's gone from watching the Rabbitohs in his cave
All
straight
right, if
to
he
the
comes
toilet.
in tomorrow morning, we must give him some hand soap and some proper drops.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Bright orange bottle on top of the throne. It's not the classiest looking thing, is it?
So I'm fascinated by the whole experience at the Prime Minister's house, and you were put in
I
charge
would've
of cricket
loved it.
commentary. You didn't
Oh,
actually
yeah.
get to play against him.
No.
Just to take us to the break, we found some of your great commentary
I
moments.
was really quite fascinated by your
Perfect.
commentary, so we've hunted it down.
Oh,
you were
that's
excellent.
loose. That's just the nerves are playing a big part. They're jangling.
Oh, they are. The nerves are jangling.
Oh, more from Richie.
Fantastic. Said no one ever.
He's doing gear. He's doing
Any more?
Oh, how's that?
Oh, there wasn't enough enthusiasm in there. How's that?
Oh, not bad. Not bad work there.
Did you not know anyone's names?
That's a good nut. First up.
A good nut.
What?
That's a good nut. First up.
Yeah, delivery is a nut.
Yeah, who's playing?
Did you say
That was
ooh,
Elbow.
ah,
I was
Glenn
talking about
McGrath?
Elbow's nut.
Well, you should have said his name.
He does know the deck, doesn't he? He's very familiar with the deck.
Well done, Richie Benno.
How's that's my favourite.
Oh, how's that? No, it was more
Oh.
like this.
Not bad.
How's
bad work
that?
there.
Here it is.
Oh, how's that?
Oh, back to school. Back to school.
Oh, week is upon us.
Shout out to all the uni kids who might just be climbing home from
Yeah.
O Week celebrations last night, because it goes all week. Universities right around Melbourne.
Don't lose your drink cards.
See, my experience of this would be the documentary Old School with Will Ferrell. But that wasn't a doco, though, was it?
No, it wasn't a doco.
Very much like that, is it?
Well, I think America's a bit more outrageous than what's happening around Melbourne, but I wouldn't know what the kids are up to these days. But you guys this week have decided to shame me and tell all of the people of Melbourne that I did not pass uni. In fact,
You dropped out.
Well, some might say dropped out, some might say kicked out. Clint?
Guys, she can still go back and finish. We want to get her the pointy hat. I got audio of you on the grounds yesterday.
We're going streaking! Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium.
So it's not like that.
So that's what I was expecting.
Right.
As I went back to RMIT,
they
my
have a
old
quad there?
stomping ground, they've got Bowen Street.
Oh, Bowen Street.
The old catwalk, we used to call it. That's what I was expecting when I went back for O-Week celebrations. Kids are far more grown up these days than we were back then. This was my introduction to some of the students at RMIT as I took them on a tour around my old stomping ground.
I'm Amali Winter. I'm studying a Bachelor of Communication Design.
I'm Amarveer Singh Rihal.
I'm Ria.
I'm Mayuresh Kadam. I'm doing my Masters of Data Science here at RMIT.
And I'm Lauren, and I'm an RMIT college dropout who couldn't quite pass her PR degree. These guys are a lot smarter than me, but let's get on with it and do a tour and find out what's happening at RMIT these days. Okay, we're on Bowen Street this morning. Back when I was here, you could park on Latrobe Street, and if you weren't out there by 4 o'clock, you would get your car towed. And our class finished at 5 to 4, and every single day, 5 people would have their car towed. Can you still park there?
No, you can't.
No longer
There's
park
construction
there.
as well, so you really can't.
Has anyone had their car towed here yet as a student?
No, not yet.
No. Does anyone drive in, or does everyone catch a train?
Train.
Just the bike.
Bike, walk, train. Okay, well, I was the only one who drove in then. Good to know.
I'm sure they love that. Back in my day.
I know. And they were all, I thought they were going to be communication students like me, but they were all like very smart.
They're all eco warriors
It
as well.
wasn't-
They all
Yeah.
sounded a lot younger than our mature age student as well.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that they're a lot younger than me, Jace, because I did suss out their ages.
Oh.
So I was here, I started in 2006. How old were you in 2006? 1 year old? Okay, great. She was 1 when I started at uni. Now, if I was to come back as a mature age student, what's the average of a mature age student?
Oh, so it is from 40 to 65 that we count, but 65 plus is also everyone's welcome.
I'm not quite 40 yet, so I can still make... Does that mean I'm not mature age?
No.
I'm not mature age at 38.
Nah, it counts how you want to see it,
Okay.
but we don't count you as mature age.
Has anyone been to the Oxford before?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you would. It's fun, isn't it? Good. Have you ever missed a class because you've been stuck at the Oxford having a Chardonnay?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Good. That makes me feel better. So our next stop is the library, which is behind me. It's up here. It's got this beautiful view over Bowen Street. You can get a coffee downstairs and then go up to do your study. Should we go have a look?
Ta-da! That's not the library.
No.
So the library is inside in Building 8, which is our new academic street.
So has it moved? Did it used to be here?
No.
But never actually used to go. It was like watching an episode of Lux Listings.
I didn't know where anything was except for the pub across the road.
I could tell.
Which, by the way, the Oxford, that sounds smarter
Is that
than
the
it is.
Oxford Scholar?
Yeah. It's a pub, not a library. And it's had a glow up.
Has it?
Yeah.
It's
We
like
must go.
a
We
gastro
must
pub
go.
now, is it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I said, it's recently had a glow up. And they said, yeah, about 10 years ago.
What were the memories like that came flooding back when you were on the grounds?
I mean, I loved seeing all the kids that were there with the excitement of starting uni and meeting new people, because I genuinely, even though I failed uni, made some of my best lifelong friends out of it. So to all the kids who are starting uni, it is literally the best time of your life.
Did you get that sweeping sense of anxiety? You know, when your night
Yeah.
before an assignment was
Yes.
due and you still haven't started.
Yes,
You
I
just-
saw the buildings and walked into where the lecture halls were, and I was like, get me out of here.
The only thing you're writing
I
on
wasn't
your
very
keyboard
studious.
They still got the projectors, that they ride on.
No, it's all far more modern now.
Yeah, right. Sure.
But you know what else was cool? Like uni prices. It's like $1 for a coffee. With your, I was like, can I get one? They're like, you need your student card.
Oh, you could still got
I think
that,
mine
surely.
expired in
Haven't
like
you?
1997. But I'm here. Yeah, with your student card.
I
It's
would
like
love to
$5
see
for a
you.
hamburger and lunch.
Love to see you at event cinema on the weekend down at Village. I just one student.
Just a
Thank you.
concession.
What about
Jurassic
how she
Park.
lied to me and said mature age was 40 plus?
Oh,
I'm
that was
pretty
a
sure
lie.
it's like 21 plus, aren't you, mature aged?
Well, I hope you're enjoying O Week.
Yes.
If you're heading along.
Get to the Oxford School if you go to RMIT. Don't worry about studying. Get to the pub
Yeah,
across
tip
the
a
road.
few in.
It's
Go
so
on.
good. You can get wine in a carafe over there and you feel very mature.
Maybe we should hold a pajama party.
Oh, my God.
No, I like the golfing theme. Remember I did the golf party?
Toga party?
Oh,
A toga
party. Now we're talking. Sad news that has
Some
come
real
into the
serious
newsroom this
news
morning.
In the football world.
What's happened?
So we're 8 sleeps away from footy starting, but not
But this
a
is
great way to
heartbreaking,
kick off the
Jace,
season.
isn't it? Should we tell Lauren?
This is going to hurt
Is
the
she ready
fans.
for it?
What's happened?
Marvel Stadium, the price of a pie has gone up.
Oh. To what?
It's increased from $4.50 to $4.70.
Oh.
And hot chips, they're up 50 cents to $4.90.
That's
Up
going to hurt.
50 cents?
That's a big jump. That's
In good news, Marvel Stadium remains
Cardless?
the best priced venue in Australia.
Really?
the MCG. How much more is a pie at the G?
$1.50 at the G.
$1.50 extra?
Extra.
What?
I know. That's $6 for a pie.
That's a lot.
What do you reckon a
How
hot
much
dog
is it down at
costs?
Shell Ready Express?
Oh.
Couple of bucks. Probably get sauce free too.
Probably.
Don't quote me on that.
Jay said I could get this for free.
Hot dogs are $7.90.
$7.
That's a lot.
Oh, for a rat and a bread roll? No, thanks.
How good's a hot
Pack
dog?
your
though?
own. Pack your own.
No, you're not allowed to do
Aren't
that.
you?
No.
Yes, you are.
No,
allowed to take your own food to the footy. It's not a restaurant.
Cheryl at the gate frisks you down, doesn't she?
No.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
That's the sound of the police.
You first start talking.
Jason Lawrence.
Answer me.
Probe the Popo.
Tell me what you know.
Every couple of weeks, we get members in from the Victorian Police. Good friend of the show,
Yeah,
Superintendent
he's our friendly policeman.
Wayne Cheeseman. We like to call him Cheesy.
Cheesy, our friendly policeman. Cheesy, good morning.
Oh, thanks for having me back.
Mate,
Now,
anytime.
hang on a second. There's been some drama in the Cheesy household, I'm told. If you remember the first time we met Cheesy, he told us the story about thinking his car had been stolen.
That's right.
He
Yeah.
called the police,
Yeah.
even though he's a policeman.
Where was the car, Cheesy?
It was in a side street, in the wrong side street. Down at
Forgot where you
Sorrento,
parked
believe it or
it.
not.
Yeah, right.
So it was a false alarm. But Cheesy, what the hell's happened to you?
All right. So last time I told you that my wife found the car.
Yeah.
This time she came home and she found a male in our house.
Cheesy got robbed.
We were a victim of an aggravated burglary.
Are you serious?
Happens to everyone, anyone.
It can happen to anyone. And that's my message. So I just finished 5 weeks of leave and I was first week back. I was on the phone on Thursday morning at work and
Yeah.
I had these missed calls, a number of missed calls from my wife and my daughter.
Yep.
I go to the voicemail and they're both clearly upset.
Yep.
So my daughter is doing year 12, so she had a late start. She had some spares in the morning. She's sound asleep in her bedroom.
This is my biggest fear.
I know.
This
So
is
she's home.
honestly-
What time are we talking, Cheesy?
This is sort of 9:30ish, between
In the
9 and 10
morning.
in the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In broad daylight.
So we had a number of tradies outside our street because they were doing gas work. So there was a number of tradies in fluoro vests. My wife takes my middle boy to basketball training. So it's probably a 45, 50-minute round trip.
Yep.
She comes back. She walks in the front door. She goes to my daughter's room and says, time to get up, get ready for school. She does a U-turn into the hallway. There's an adult male carrying my son's sports bag full to the brim, and there's a confrontation in the hallway.
Oh, my.
Are they okay?
They were rattled, but they're okay. No one was hurt, which is the main thing.
Cheesy, that guy's lucky you weren't home when that happened.
Well,
just
can
quickly.
I say something, Lauren? You know, and I don't know if I can say this. As a
Well, be
policeman.
careful, you're live on the radio.
You can say it. You can say it.
In the days afterwards, because he was identified early and I knew he was a local to my area, I was going out in my car and I shouldn't say hunting, but I was looking.
Yeah, of course.
I was going to say, mate, I would be so frustrated. Also, that is my biggest fear.
So he didn't get away with anything?
No, he got about 53,000 worth of stuff. So my son's got a big Australian sports
What?
bag
Just filled with cash?
So no,
53 grand in there, just notes?
Well, my mum passed away. There was some jewellery.
Oh,
some of my wife.
Shit, Cheese.
This is
put your
interesting.
foot
So
in
he
it
did.
now.
He took the jewellery. He took everything.
So my wife, back in the day when Versace opened up at Crown, my wife was a sales assistant in Crown in one of the original OGs. So
He
all
took
the
all their
girls,
gear.
all the girls would get, when the sales were on, they'd get all their vintage bags, which are now vintage.
Yeah.
A whole lot of bags went, watches went,
Because
jewellery went.
But it's
what
more the
happened?
after
Because what
effects,
advice
like-
do you give to someone if you find an intruder in
Well,
your
your
house? You
wife.
better just to let them go, right? You're not.
So
what do you
yes,
do?
but my wife being my wife, and you can imagine if she's confronting him, how she treats me, but she's got no fear. So there was a wrestle over the bag in the hallway.
She wrestled?
trying
Go, Mrs.
she's trying to
Cheesy.
wrestle the bag, but he's a,
Give
he's
me
a
back
man.
my bags.
He then ran out the back door. We live on a main road, so he ran out the back door and he went down the side. So her quick thinking, she ran out the front door and got the video on her phone on. So she's got video. She's then confronted him and there's been another scuffle as he's tried to go out through the gates.
Oh my god!
But are you surely, you'd be going, your professional opinion would be just let him go.
Let him go. It's only
It's not
property.
worth it.
We
It's
have
not- yeah.
insurance. Let them go. It's not. You don't know if they're armed. You don't want the confrontation. That would be my professional advice.
How
I find it
frightening.
terrifying. That's 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We all just think it's just happening at night time.
So your wife's okay?
She was rattled for a few days, but she's okay.
Good. And did she get the Versace handbags back?
No.
Oh, they're
No.
gone.
So you're gonna have to go out and buy.
So
her a
when he
new
was
one.
when he was interviewed, he didn't explain where he offloaded the property. So all the
Okay.
property's gone.
Yeah.
But it was
all the grandmother's jewellery and everything.
It was a comedy because as he's gone, he's on an electric scooter. So as he's gone
He's
down
on
the
a
road,
scooter?
and I can show you
With
the
all
video
his Versace
afterwards.
handbags
What do you
hanging off
mean
him.
on a scooter?
He's on an electric
It's his
scooter.
getaway car
It's
in
his getaway car.
2025.
So as he's going down the street, he's dropped some property which was from another burglary.
Right.
Oh, he cleaned
And
up.
his tracksuit pants fell down around his ankles. So it's turned into a nasty, into some comedy
Hang
as
on.
well. And
So what do you do
Are
for
we
the
on a
criminal-
current affair?
Yeah. What do you do for the lineup? Do they all parade in and show their buttocks, and your wife's like those ones? Those ones.
well,
obviously.
it's funny because my wife got clear vision of him, and so the police who attended, who were fantastic to be honest,
Yeah.
they identified him early, and then the search for him began, and they arrested him probably 3 or 4 days later.
Oh
yeah,
my
but
god!
it's a lasting effect though, like that, on your daughter and your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter was rattled.
Of
Absolutely.
course, having someone in your home. But you know what? Can I just ask quickly, because I know you said your wife had just come home. Was the front door open or unlocked, or was it any of those things?
No, so my wife works from home, so we did have a rear window that was a sash window that was open for some fresh air.
But you should be able to do that in your own home.
Well, we
when
still
you're
had
home.
someone home, so she
Yeah.
normally she locks those
Yeah.
windows if we're all
Yeah.
out. But it's a clear message that I should practice what I preach. I say it at community forums all the time, and I can talk about it a little bit more if you want to. But so many aggravated burglaries come in through open doors or open windows,
Yeah, it's
and that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
No.
Well, I'm
thank
glad
you.
they're okay.
I'm glad
They're
they
okay.
caught him.
All right, well, look, we're doing Probe the Popo this morning. 13-24-10, if you have a question for Cheesy.
Or if you've seen the Versace handbags.
I have a question regarding scooter riders, actually. We're going to get to that on the other side of this, but 13-24-10 is our number. If you have a question for Cheesy, we are doing Probe the Popo here on Nova. We are doing Probe the Popo.
That's the sound of the police. You better start talking.
Jason Lawrence.
Answer me.
Probe the Popo.
Tell me what you know.
We love the Victorian Police. They do an outstanding job. We love this guy as well. Good friend of the show, Superintendent Wayne Cheeseman. Cheesy
He's
is
our
in the house.
friendly police officer, Cheesy, who we love having on the show.
Bit of a police wrap from overnight, Cheese. There was an concerning incident in Hawthorne East involving some of your colleagues. A police car was rammed at a 7-Eleven. What do police know so far? Because this is terrifying.
So it looks like the offender's car. It had clone plates on it, so it got trapped.
What's
sort
that?
of-
Fake plates?
They're like fake plates, or
Yeah.
they're just they're not real plates, but
Yeah.
they're cloned. So we're seeing that very commonly. So the theft of number plates across Victoria is through the roof.
Really? What, people just taking them off cars?
So what they'll do is they'll find a white Holden at a car yard or in the street, a white Holden, and they'll take the number plate off that one, and then they'll put it on another stolen white Holden. So it looks legit. So if the police check it, it's just a white Holden. So and then they can use that new car for different crimes.
I imagine they're avoiding the personalised plates.
Yeah, so it's very common. So in this particular case, the police have identified possibly some clone plates. The offender's car there's some bollards and stuff, and then the police come in. We're out there all the time, 24/7 looking for these things. So the police have come across something suspicious. The offender's car is then sort of blocked between the police car and the bollards. So they've taken on the police car and rammed the police car to get away, and that is really common as well.
The officer's okay.
The officer, no one's hurt, which is the main thing. Offenders were arrested, is my understanding. But it is common that especially these days, more and more offenders for various reasons. They're brash. They don't care, Clint.
No.
There's so many people that don't care anymore.
Do you guys carry the spikes in the back sometimes?
Yeah,
have you seen
sticks.
those?
Yeah, to stop cars driving.
Yeah, I've gone down a real YouTube rabbit hole watching those.
Yeah, so we do have those, and we conduct training. So most members are well trained in. They're called vehicle immobilisation devices. So there's a procedure and a policy, but. When cars are screaming down the road, it takes a lot of planning. We've got to get in front. It's got to be safe.
Because there's so many other cars on the road as well, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we're glad to hear everyone is okay from that incident this morning.
Let's go to Lang Warren. Kimberly on 132410. You're on the air doing Probe the Popo with Cheesy. What's your question?
Hi, everyone. My question is about the phone uses in the car. So I know that we can't have the phone on our lap, to look at it, but I was wondering, are we allowed to have it on the center console area near the gear stick with the GPS on it and to glance at it quickly while you're driving, or does that count as phone use as well?
No, so looking at phones it's a big distraction when you're driving, and we're really trying to work hard to improve driver behaviour. Kimberly, you now have to have it sort of at eye level on one of those holders. You're not allowed to have it in the dash like probably we all used to have it. It's now got to be at eye level so that your eyes are continually forward and on the road.
Continuously watching the road. That makes sense.
Yeah,
So-
like an Uber Eats driver.
So a friend of mine puts his in the cup holder
No,
in his car.
can't be doing that.
No, you can't do that anymore.
I'll tell him.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, can you let him know?
Could you let him know, Clint? Doesn't
Do you
drive
want me to
Mercedes,
get him
does
on
he?
the phone now, Clint?
No, he's probably busy at work.
Is that a new rule, Cheesy? Or is
Yeah, but to pass it on.
Yeah.
you pass it on to your friend who might drive a little Mercedes?
All right. Oh, Patrick has called through in Lilydale. Good morning, Patrick.
Morning, guys.
What's your question for Cheesy?
So for instance, you see a car go through a red light and they get flashed by a camera. Can you then pull them over to give them another fine when they've already got a fine from the red light camera?
No, Patrick, we can certainly pull a car over whenever they're on the road. So we have a power to check sort of name and address and license details.
Yep.
We wouldn't give you another ticket for that particular offence. So you would get a ticket in the mail for the red light camera. So no, you wouldn't be issued 2 tickets for the same offence.
Yeah, right.
It's like if you get a parking fine, leave it on there. Don't take it off because they're not going to put another one on top.
You asking for a friend as well?
No, I happened to me the other day outside of work.
Good for you owning it.
Is it frowned upon to flash your lights to warn people of a radar, or is it illegal?
No, so it used to be, I know cases where, police might pull you over and then say, you're hindering police.
Yep.
For me, really, it's about just improving driver behaviour. So if someone flashes their lights to get people to slow down,
It actually will, yeah.
it's actually a good thing because most people will slow down.
Yeah, it's a good idea. We should just get around flashing our lights all the time. Everyone slow down on the roads, please.
Rhiannon-
Are you a flasher, Clint? And a cup holder.
No,
that was
it's a
my
friend of his. It's a friend.
Yeah, I'll let him know about the flashing.
Rhiannon in Ringwood. Good morning.
Good morning. I would like to know if you have ever had to arrest a family member or a friend for a more serious crime.
Rhiannon, I haven't actually. No, I haven't had any friends or family members, luckily, who have been involved in criminal activity, or at least that I know of.
What about any newsreaders for putting their phone in the cup holder?
Hopefully that will be awarded for Clint.
Hey, just quickly, you got a new boss, Shane Patton, out?
Yeah, which is such a shame. I think we talked about it last time. I worked with him personally for 3.5 years, and he is a really hard-working, dedicated Victoria Police member. So I was really sad that his career ended up that way. I didn't think he deserved it. So personally, it was a really sad day.
Yeah.
For me, and I think for the organisation too, where a vote of no confidence comes in your leader. And then the way that he left, which was obviously his decision, and it probably would have been a little bit untenable.
So is there a new sort of way of policing with Rick Nugent?
No, so Rick is very experienced. He'll be a great leader for the organisation, and I hope that we all unite behind him because I think we need a little bit more unity. He is just like Shane and just like Neil Patterson, who left our deputy, and our other deputy Ross Gunther, who's retired. They're all focused on the same things. They want to improve community safety. They're there for the organisation. So Rick will be terrific.
Well, we think Victoria Police do a great job, so good luck with the new leader. Stay safe out there, Vic Pol. I can't believe your house got robbed, Cheese.
Hey, on a more positive
Shocking.
note, very big day in the Cheese household today.
Oh, yes, we've got a birthday in the Cheese household.
It's not Cheese's
Kendra,
birthday.
your daughter, 17 today.
Oh,
Will
thank
she
you
be
very
embarrassed
much.
Dad's done this?
No, and she did a terrific job. So when Mum was confronting the offender, Mum yelled out, call the police, and she put her bum up against the door to lock it, and she got on the phone, and she was clear and concise.
Good on
She was
Oh,
terrific.
Kendra's had a tough few weeks with that breaking, but happy birthday from all of us here at Nova.
We can't reveal it, but Cheese told us the present off the air, and it's a cracker.
Is it a Nova hat? No. Kendra, you can have a Nova hat too. We'll give you Dad one. Take home.
Hey, Cheese, good to see you, mate.
No, good to see you
Stay
all as
safe
well.
out there. Good morning, Melbourne. Just gone 11 past 8. Coming up next, Clint and I discovered something Lauren has been carrying on her.
Oh my God! What the is this?
We're a little bit shocked by it.
I think it was justified. The shock.
We're going to get to
It
that.
took you a long time to notice.
I can't believe it's been happening for that long.
We will get to that soon. First, let's try and offload some money.
All right, let's go to Lizzie in Bayswater. Morning.
Hello.
How are you, Lizzie?
Not too bad, thank you.
What are you doing? What are you doing today in this beautiful 34-degree Melbourne day?
Hoping to rescue my garden before it gets too scorching.
Yeah, look, the gardens are struggling a bit. It's been so hot. You're a bit of a green thumb.
Yes, I'm a horticulturalist.
Oh.
Horticulturalist.
I can only imagine
God,
what you've
give it a-
got.
give it a-
Horticulturalist.
Horticulturalist.
You say it,
You can say it
Jace.
both ways.
You say it, Jace.
Can you say a
Horticulturalist.
Well
Very
done.
nice.
Horticulture. I got
All
a couple
right.
of mates into horticulture.
You got a few plants?
Into horticultural.
No, a couple of mates. Is that it? Anyway, all right. So,
yes,
what do we want?
Bunnings is my mecca.
Oh, Bunnings. Your garden must look spectacular, Lizzie. Let's see if we can win you some cash to go towards the garden. I believe you want to play for $500 today. A medium question.
Yes, please.
All right.
Yes.
Let's do it for $500.
$500.
Didn't your brother rent a house and we think a horticulturalist used to live there?
Oh, yes. There were many PowerPoints. Many.
Really?
Many
Yeah.
PowerPoint. And also a button you could push and like
A green
garage doors came down over all the windows. I don't know what used to happen in there.
Similar setup at Lizzie's place.
Like bulletproof shutters.
Crim safe. You're not crim safe unless you're crim
This
safe.
is bigger than Crim Safe. I
Yeah,
reckon.
right.
I don't know what used to happen there.
Okay, Lizzie, here comes your question. You will hear a question and then you will hear 3 seconds. You need to answer within that 3 seconds. You ready to go?
Right.
All right.
Yes.
For $500,
Who is Timothy Chalamet currently dating?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's been everywhere.
Sorry, went blank.
All over the news. It's Kylie Jenner. They were just at the SAG Awards together,
Okay.
where Timothy
damn.
made the most honest speech I've heard in a long time. I loved it. He was talking about wanting to be one of the greats.
take a listen to this.
The truth is, I'm really in pursuit of greatness. I know people don't usually talk like that, but I want to be one of the greats. I'm inspired by the greats. I'm inspired by the greats here tonight. I'm as inspired by Daniel Day-Lewis, Marlon Brando, and Viola Davis as I am by Michael Jordan and Michael Phelps, and I want to be up there.
Oh.
I love that speech. I thought it was just really honest.
Yeah.
And people don't do that. People don't say how successful they actually want to be. People don't have the courage to say things like that. I loved it.
Speaking of honesty,
Hmm.
do you find him attractive?
Yes. Oh, you're talking to her.
Well, yeah, I do think there's something very attractive about someone who knows who they are and knows what they
Timothy
want.
Chalamet.
Mm.
He's
I think
got
they're
very,
really cute.
Very defined features,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he and Kylie
isn't
are very
that the rat
cute.
look? Rat boy look?
Rat boy look. It's a rat boy summer.
Hey, sorry you missed out there, Lizzie. I'll tell you what, I'm going to hook you up with tickets to Australia's largest fashion event. PayPal Melbourne Fashion Festival is back 22nd of Feb to the 8th of March. I'll chuck you some VIP tickets, okay?
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
No worries, doll. Hey, Clint, you mentioned in your news there Eurovision.
Oh, yes. Your favourite time of the year?
The song has dropped. Our Australian entry.
Guys, I'm so excited about it.
I'm into it.
It's
I
grown
love it.
on me.
Has it?
I love it.
I'm glad because it's. I think it's going to win.
I think the kids are going to love it. Can we play it? So this is the Australian entry into Eurovision. It just got released this morning. It's by Gojo, not to be confused with Jojo, and it's about milkshakes.
It's random.
Kids, you're going to love it.
But it's close to your heart, Jace.
It's catchy.
All right, sing along
Are
in
we
the car,
doing it?
kids. Can we play the whole thing?
Milkshake Man.
Let's do it. I love it. Let's go.
Wow.
There you go, Melbourne. It's Australia's entrance into Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh,
and
kids are gonna
I
love that.
Love it, because what do we say, Clint? When you say,
Sweet.
I say,
Yum, yum. You got there.
Forgot the word.
I was waiting for it to really
She's
stuff
catchy.
up. I've just got a video of
I loved
my
it.
nephews dancing around
Yeah.
the family room.
Kids
the kids
will
are going to
love
love
it.
it.
kids in Melbourne, as if you weren't in the car singing to that.
The Nova music director, Scott Baker Boy Smith's going to love that.
He's thrilled because we probably bumped out, I don't know, someone real important for that.
Jelly roll.
See you, Jelly Roll. We'll play you later because we had Milkshake Man. And that's what, hang on, Paris, someone's called through.
Oh,
Paris,
here we go.
Werribee, morning.
Hello, Paris.
What do you think of the Milkshake Man?
The kids are loving it.
Yes.
We were just singing in the car. We're at school drop off, and they are loving the milkshake man.
Yeah, the
Paris.
Milkshake Man's going to be the new thing, the
We
new avatar.
say sweet.
You say,
Yum yum.
Yes.
I love the Milkshake Man.
You know
too.
what? I hate Eurovision, but I am all for it.
I'm
this
going to
year.
get right behind it this
Yeah.
year.
When is it? We must go.
We must go.
Where is
An
it?
excursion. It's in Basel, in Switzerland.
Oh, that seems
I would like to go to Basel.
Seems like a long flight.
Roger Federer's
You don't have
country.
to come. You can stay here, Clint. Do you want to go?
Yeah, we should
Let's
commentate.
leave it. Let's leave him. He didn't like the song at the beginning. You and I liked it from the start, so we'll
I'm
go.
on board now.
No, you can't sit still for
Yum,
that long on
yum.
a plane. When I
Yum,
say
yum.
sweet, you say
Yum.
You do have a.
and you love milkshake.
Yeah, you do have a
I
thing
love
for milkshakes.
You love milk. We should write a song about you. We'll call it the Thick Shake Man because you're more a thick shake guy. Let's do a film clip with Jace and call it the Thick Shake Man. Let's actually do that because you love thick shakes. We
You
know
say thick shake, I say meal.
that. Yes.
Because I've always said a thick shake.
Is a meal.
You got it.
All right. I don't want to do anything else the rest of the morning.
No.
That's it. We're just talking about the Milkshake Man for the
We
rest of the
need
morning.
to address something on this show.
What? Oh, yes.
You need to start acting your age.
I've been influenced. You know those things that pop up on the gram as if you haven't done it, as if you haven't seen something and gone, that looks
Yeah, I need it.
sick. I need it.
How long had you had this particular item?
An everyday item that I bring in here every single day, about 3 weeks.
You were bringing in for 3 weeks before Clint and I noticed.
And nothing.
Yeah, I was really disappointed because I thought you'd be very excited. And it turns out when you spotted it, you were very excited.
Oh my God! It's us! We're on your phone case!
See how long it would take you to realize.
What are you doing?
I got influence.
Oh, that's full cray. What are you... How long have you had that?
Like a week.
Who sent you this?
Shake a case.
You're cooked, mate.
All right, who's seen the shaker case on the gram?
Well, I have now.
I reckon I get one of these ads every day. It's got little little cutouts of your heads. Jace is in a cowboy hat. Clint's like his Channel 9 headshot. And I've got you guys on the back of my phone so you're with me wherever I go.
So whenever you take a selfie, everyone sees us.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'd taken so many photos of you guys for weeks before you noticed.
All
and
right.
I ordered them for you guys too. But you didn't want them.
No, my phone
I'm
doesn't.
good. Yeah,
My phone doesn't fit.
I'm good.
I think it's the worst thing I've ever bought on the internet. But I kind of love it.
Hey, do you have this? It's like a cray ex-girlfriend feeling. Like,
If you think I'd ever be your ex-girlfriend, you're dreaming, Jason.
you'd rather be the ex. than
This
the
is a
current.
reminder. This is a reminder of how lucky I am to have a real man in my life. Because I got you two floating around.
Well, it's
how much did that set you back?
Yeah.
I don't know because I bought 3
don't
of them,
know.
and then I paid a little extra to get Clint's head in really big little emojis. So I've got totally sucked into the product that was advertised.
So
on
a lot of
Instagram.
people doing this, or just the
I think so.
kids.
Know what I bought off the gram the other day?
Yeah, go.
You know, a high pressure hose like a gurney.
Oh, a gurney's great.
No.
A Karcher.
And like a Karcher or a
I love a
gurney.
Karcher.
Yeah.
Mine is attached to the wall. You know how you can get like retractable
Yeah, but what if you want to move it?
Oh, you can
Do
unclip
out
it, but
the
there's
back.
like 30 metres of cable.
Oh.
And it's all just hooked up. 'Cause
What,
you know, with
what are you carturing, though?
the pavement.
Did you get influence?
Yeah.
I nearly got influence, which should be a similar thing. It's like phone chargers for your car that you plug into the thing, but it's magnetic. So when you stop charging, it goes, ooh, and it coils back up and magnets
that's
back
good.
together.
I need one of
That's
them.
like the
I
high
keep getting
pressure
the
hose
ads.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got influenced.
This would be good. To the hair plugs in Turkey.
Hydrogen water bottles.
Oh,
Have you seen them?
I've seen the ones with the crystals in them.
Yeah, so basically you just put regulation water in. Then
Regulation water.
Regulation
tap water. And then you press a button and it turns to hydrogen water.
And what does hydrogen water do for you?
Apparently it's good for your joints.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Did you get that on Instagram?
Yeah, I got influenced.
Do you read the comments to
Everyone's
see
like,
if
I got
people
out of
like
bed
them?
and my back was so much better. And I'm like, I need that.
From the regulation water with a bit of... But do you have
Yeah.
to restock the hydrogen?
No, you just press a button and it goes like a soda stream.
And does it fuzz it? Like make it bubble water?
It just makes it hydrogen-y.
But how do you know the difference?
I don't know yet. I
You
haven't
joints
received
do,
it.
yeah,
I'm
right.
waiting for it. It's on the way.
Oh.
I think there was something like that on Shark Tank.
There's ones that have crystals in them and they're meant to ground you when you drink the water because they've been in the crystals.
You know what? We could get those, or we could just sit at home and burn $20 notes. Like
Heal
it's the same
your
thing.
body with hydrogen water. Heals the body in several different ways. You can start living your life to the fullest.
Do you think I need one? Did you buy several?
I bought two.
Did you buy
You
one?
can have one.
Love you.
Do you reckon they were at the warehouse and saw
I'll
the
trade
order
you-
come through and go, another sucker?
Here he is.
No,
Stand away.
wait until you see how nimble we're going to be next week. How quickly I can touch my toes if I ever need to. You could throw things
It's
on the
not
ground
miracle water.
and I'll pick it up faster than the speed of light because all my back won't be aching. My joints will be amazing.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app, revofitness.com.au, or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Tell you what, the weather's like this for Grand Prix weekend.
Oh, we'd be laughing, wouldn't we?
That's right. Louis Vuitton Australian Grand Prix is coming. Limited tickets are available. Fatboy Slim, Tones and I, The Living End are all performing at Crown Lakeside Festival.
How good. And you could be there too, Melbourne. 132410 is our number. We have tickets to the Grand Prix to give you. All you've got to do is do your best F1 race car sound.
Let's go to Cody and Craigieburn. You're first up this morning. Go for it.
Good morning, guys. All right, let's go.
Was that a woo?
Woo! I liked it. Woo! She's a woo girl. Well done, Cody. Decent crack. She's
Next.
the one to beat, Ben. Good morning.
Morning, guys. How are you?
Got a favourite F1 driver?
Lewis at Hamilton at the moment, I suppose.
What about Lewis Hamilton? At,
It was
Fer-
Michael Schumacher back in the day, but
Yes. Well, Lewis Hamilton's gone to Ferrari now. That's quite the combo.
He's a good-looking lad, isn't he?
Who, Lewis?
He's little.
Yeah.
He's very little.
He is
Is he?
And
tiny.
apparently very sweet. Nice
Is
guy.
he?
Yeah, right.
All right, Ben, give it a crack.
mine's going to be obviously the old school version because I don't think anyone can do the new cars, but
Okay.
we'll give it a crack.
Go for it.
Oh, that's solid.
That's very good.
When they're flying past the pizza,
Very
that's
They did
solid.
get quite quiet for a while, and then they
Yes.
made them louder again because people didn't
Well,
like it.
they went electric for a while.
Yeah.
No, they weren't fully electric, I don't
Oh,
think.
no, but, you know, it was a bit pox.
It
wasn't
sounded
it?
electric. It wasn't
What, a
electric.
whole bunch of Priuses
You gotta-
driving around the
exactly.
Yeah, when
It
I
was
raced
like
in the
this. It was like-
Celebrity Grand Prix, they gave us EVs, and the boys refused to drive them because they said it was emasculating to not make any noise. So they put fake exhausts on them.
Oh, they should have got the bit of cardboard with the pegs like we used to do on our bike.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like that.
Like
fake
Spokey
exhausts.
Dokes.
Yeah. Stacey!
All right, Stacey. Ben's the one to beat.
Go for it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I mean, the pitch was, you know,
I thought that was about right.
you reckon?
Well, Stacey and Ben sounded the same to me, so I'm not deciding
no,
today.
I'd
Stand
say
by.
Ben's
Well,
a step
we might
ahead.
still have a winner to come. Mark in Frankston.
Good morning. How you going?
Yeah, we're good,
Morning.
Mark.
You're
How
an
are you?
Oscar Piastri man?
Yes.
Got down to grilled and had one of those burgers yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
And you call yourself a fan. All right. Okay. All right, Mark, when you're ready, go for it. Sounds more
Not
like
bad.
a siren.
Not bad, Mark.
Not great.
But I think it's Ben or Stacey. So you guys decide.
Oh,
I'm
I
staying out of it.
Clint.
What?
I think my money's on Ben.
Well, I just need just one more taste of both.
Of
all right?
course
Just
you do.
quickly.
All
Just
right. Ben, go for it.
Stacey, over to you, sis. Have a final crack.
Yeah, look,
I think Stacey went off the track at the
I
end
think
there.
Ben's got a bit more windy sails,
Yeah,
doesn't
Benny,
he?
Oh,
Go on,
yes. Tickets are yours.
Nice work, my friend. You are off to the Louis Vuitton Australian Grand Prix. Enjoy.
Thank you, legend.
No worries. Keep listening to Nova. We've got more tickets later in the week as well.
How lucky.
Well done, Ben.
I mean, what a
They're
great
hard to get.
experience. Who are you taking, Ben?
Didn't think I was going to win, so I've got to think about that now.
Yeah, no,
that's good.
That's
Make
good.
the friends work for it.
What a day. It is a sparkler out there, Melbourne. Get out and enjoy some vitamin D. Slip, slop, slap today. Don't make me sing the song again.
Wanna hit the
34
tan?
degrees today. I'll be doing the tan.
The
today.
tan.
You're doing the tan?
Yeah, I'll be doing the tan.
Do you
mate.
take the dog?
Yeah, maybe later.
Maybe I'll take my dog and meet you at the tan.
We should do that.
We should do it. Cut a lap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
As
Where's
if.
your dog? You need
Also,
a dog.
you're not going to, you won't do that.
Maybe I'll meet you at the end.
Yeah, you can meet us at Domain Road and we can have a coffee.
Done.
Afterwards.
And a donut.
Okay, I'm in.
And a milkshake,
All
like the
right.
milkshake song. Guys, I want to talk about something quite serious for a moment. IVF. There's a TV show at the moment as well called Big Miracles, which is on Channel 9 that I know a lot of my friends have been right into. It's following a bunch of women's very physical and emotional journeys into trying to have families. Some of them are struggling for a multitude of reasons.
I'm a bit of a surprise crier. Like, I cry.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yeah.
a crier.
And
It's emotional.
Oh,
I cry
my
when people
goodness.
fall pregnant. I cry when people have babies. I cry when people are unable to have babies, when people are having challenges.
Oh.
I'm a crier. Anyway, there's been an article in the press this week. It's a News Corp investigation which is looking into IVF clinics because there are so many of them. And it can be overwhelming when it's something that you're considering doing. Firstly, there is an enormous amount of IVF clinics, and there is a federal government's Your IVF Success website, which goes through which of them are more successful in different age brackets, in different areas. But the alarming part about it for me is, which a lot of people don't realise, is the cost behind it. So in this article, it reveals the best value clinics, while also showing some services are charging up to $12,827 up front for a standard IVF cycle. And you've been through IVF. You
Yeah,
know,
I got-
it's often many, many, many cycles.
Well, I got two issues with this. One is there's no guarantee. So you're pouring out all your savings and, you
Yeah,
know,
but-
there's no guarantee. But the other thing is I think there are places that play on that and the emotion involved and
The
how
desperation.
desperate people
Yeah.
want a baby.
Well, some are charging as much as $10,500 for elective egg freezing, and that doesn't include any other charges to then
That's crazy.
use that egg.
And then
But what's interesting about this article, and I implore anyone who's looking into it to jump on these websites and have a look, is that some of the ones that aren't as expensive are actually having much higher success rates.
Oh, really? Yeah, right.
Which is really interesting.
What's the website? Sorry, what's it?
Well, there's the federal government Your IVF Success website, and
Right.
there's also a big News Corp investigation into it. And you can go down, you can scroll through the different clinics and the prices and all the different things. Because on top of it being a physical and emotional roller coaster, it's financially hugely costly.
So there is some form of Medicare rebate, and in some states, including Victoria, there is a public service for
Yes.
IVF, but it's just a fraction of the overall price, I believe. Is that your understanding? Yeah.
Also, a lot of people are willing to
regardless it's expensive.
spend all their savings
Yeah,
and,
it's something
and
that they've always
downsize
dreamt
and
of.
house and stuff to advance it. That way they're not, waiting for the public sector. They're not on the list. They can just get into it.
A friend of mine is actually right in the thick of it at the moment, and she is on Big Miracles, which is on Channel 9. She's coming on the show where we're playing a chat with her tomorrow. We did catch up with her earlier in the week, and she talks about some of her trials and tribulations.
I didn't really have a choice, in my opinion, because of my age and my low AMH levels.
So I really had to go down the path or I'd miss out on having kids. And that's it. So some people think that it's the only way to go. She's doing it as a single mother, and it's an amazing story. We'll talk to her about it tomorrow. But I actually love that these conversations are being had, that there's TV shows about it, because it is a very, very real, it's the reality for a lot of people, a lot of single people, a lot of families.
Sometimes
I think the more we talk about it.
Well, it might be a nice push to get people thinking about it earlier as well.
Well, yeah, there is that, but the success rate for many people isn't what they would hope, and they're dropping hundreds of thousands of dollars on this.
Let's see. 13 24 10, if you feel comfortable to join the show and chat about it. You can remain anonymous. How much have you spent trying to have a baby? 13 24 10 is our number
and
to join us on the air. Absolutely.
There's heartbreaking stories out there as well, and there's hugely successful stories.
We got friends of ours that are sort of at that fork in the road at the moment where the funds have dried up and they're still trying.
And very similar to my friends who have refinanced the house to just try and get a little bit of extra money in so they can have one last crack.
Also, then there's the pressure on the relationship. Like these guys are
You did it. Do you have any idea what it cost you?
I think we were very lucky in regards to lose egg retrieval. Like we ended up getting a couple of eggs on the first round, which was great. Because, I mean, you could go through that
because you can go
several times.
6 rounds, 7 rounds,
exactly.
10 rounds.
13 24 10 is our number. How much have you spent trying to have a baby? We'll hit the calls next. We are talking about the show Big Miracles. You got a friend of yours that's popping up on it.
Yes, my friend Anna is on the show. It's an amazing story. We're going to catch up with her tomorrow on our show. It's all about IVF and families trying to conceive and trying to have babies. There's a myriad of reasons why all these different women have needed some help, and it's an amazing TV show.
Steve is on the line on 13 24 10. You're on the first season of Big Miracles. We're talking about how much you've spent to try and have a baby. G'day, Steve.
G'day, mate. How you going?
We are good. I missed the first season, I'll be honest. So I'm not 100% sure about your journey.
Steve, how much money did you spend on IVF?
We did 13 rounds, I believe.
Wow.
And 2 surgeries. I think a lot of ours was discounted for the situation that we were going through.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure we spent around $80,000.
Wow, Steve. And on top of $80,000, it's the emotional and the physical toll on a woman's body and on a family as well, right?
Yeah, it was a whole lot because she went through bowel cancer,
right?
Which put us on the IVF journey.
Right.
So once she became cancer-free, we started the IVF journey, which she, through the treatment of cancer, gave her menopause.
Right.
So she had menopause at 27.
Wow.
So they basically sort of had to reverse the menopause. And during the cancer treatment, they actually removed her entire left ovary and put that in the freezer so they could do the cancer treatment, but wasn't affected.
Wow.
But basically, like I said, once cancer treatment was all done, she was all cancer-free. We started the IVF cycle, which is then they put some of that IVF tissue back inside her body.
God, mate, modern
unbelievable.
medicine is just incredible.
It sort of regrows when you start the IVF cycle from there.
How's she doing now, and are you guys still on the IVF journey?
No, we had our daughter 2 years ago.
Oh,
that's
Steve,
so nice.
What a gift.
Yeah, so it was a hell of a journey. Our daughter's, I think, the 13th or 15th born in Australia through the same way.
Wow. Is that is that a little miracle for you?
It certainly is. We sort of got to the point where we thought, it's not going to happen. We've spent, tons of money in many years trying.
Does it make you emotional, Steve?
Yeah, it does. It does. You spend that much time trying. Sorry.
Oh, Steve.
It's the best thing in the world.
Oh, it's so
what
lovely.
a great result for you, Steve. But
you'd be very proud of that little girl,
it is
mate.
emotionally taxing on both of you.
Wow.
But what a beautiful little gift
too.
you've got now, Steve. Congratulations. That's awesome.
And love to the family as well, Steve.
Belinda is on the line from Sunbury. Morning, Belinda.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
We're good, mate. How much did you spend trying to have a baby?
We spent $30,000.
Wow.
We had they retrieved 6 eggs from me And we did 5 rounds pretty much one after the other with no success. And the emotional strain on our little family was huge. Like, it's just unbelievable. So we had 1 egg left and we set it in the freezer for about 12 months before we decided, you know what, roll the dice one last time. And it worked.
Oh, Belinda.
And our last egg, it was our last roll of the dice, and our little Harry was born.
Oh, and how precious is Harry? What does it mean to be a mum to Harry?
Oh, he's our miracle baby.
Yeah.
You know, it's really, like you were saying before about it being just so unspoken. You sit in these IVF waiting rooms and they are full.
Yeah.
Like the families that it's almost out of reach for so many people with how expensive it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right?
Then the baby comes along and it just gets dearer.
Well, yeah, but not everyone can even afford to go through
the
this.
process.
And sadly, for as many success stories as we hear, there are a lot of heartbroken families out there that aren't able to conceive at all.
It's beautiful,
and
these people sharing their stories.
I
It's
know.
just
It's so
deeply
emotional,
personal, but
isn't it?
also gives so many others hope.
Yeah,
you know?
and you are right. Our thoughts
There's
are.
a lot of people going through it right
Yeah.
now, and we are thinking of you. We know this is really hard to hear sometimes as well.
Hey, Jackie, you did it for 4 years. You spent so much money, you ended up losing your house.
Yeah, that's right. So we did 4 years of IVF. I lost count of how many rounds towards the end. We swatched through a few different specialists, but similar to the last caller, we had 1 egg left on our last cycle. The most eggs I ever got was 2 in a cycle, and they kept cancelling it because it just wasn't worth trying to retrieve 2 eggs. And it got to the last one where we had no money left, and I said, I don't even care, just try it. Just try and get 2 eggs. I'll give it everything that we've got. And luckily one of them took, and we got our son Aslan, who is now nearly 7 years old.
Wow, Jackie. Was there a time in that process, if you don't mind me asking, where you really felt like you'd lost hope in the process?
Oh, so many times. So many times.
Well, given that, Jackie, what would you say to other people listening this morning about the whole process?
My sister's actually about to start going through it at the moment, and I just give her so much love and so much hope, because after all that we tried, eventually it worked, and you just have to keep hope, because you just don't know when it's going to work. Like, funnily enough, we after we had our son, 3 months, he was 3 months old, and I found out I was pregnant naturally.
Oh, no way.
So our plan was we'd spent all of our money, we'd remortgaged our house to have our son, and then the plan was to go back to work almost straight away. And I did that, and then I fell pregnant. But because I hadn't worked enough in between having both children, I wasn't eligible for any parental payments, so we couldn't afford to stay in our house.
Oh, gosh.
So we ended up having to sell the house, and luckily we were able to move in with my parents, and we had somewhere to go, but it just kept feeling like blow after blow after blow, like you try everything.
But you've got your little babies, and it's all worth it, huh?
Oh, exactly. Like I would do it all over again. I wouldn't change a single thing. They're perfect and I love them, but I just feel so much for everyone going through it, because it's awful. It's just so hard.
Jackie, you've been through it. You said you lost hope going through it. You lost your house. Do you think these conversations and people being aware of how tough it is so important? Because you really need a lot of support when you're going through IVF, don't you?
You need so much support. Like the people, and I think for me as well, like I was 19 when we started going through it, because we found out that it was going to be very hard for me to have children.
Yeah.
So I was 19. So none of my friends, no one I knew was going through it, and I felt so isolated. But I think now it's so good because so many more people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Whereas back then, no one really was, and it was sort of very hush-hush, and it's a really hard thing to talk about when you're going through.
Of course.
I like having these conversations, because the more we talk about it, the more we normalise it.
And do you know what? The emotion in the voices this morning is
and everyone's
something
got
that
a different
struck me.
story. Everyone's got a
know.
different story.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we get out of here, I just want to finish with Kate in Langwarrin South. Kate.
Hi, Kate.
How many rounds of IVF did you do?
It got up to 14.
So how much does that cost?
I had to remortgage my home twice.
Oh.
It cost me $160,000.
And how did the journey end for you?
Well, the tests were insane, and they tried everything. I ended up on my 15th round. I went to Adelaide, and thankfully my beautiful sister covered me for that one, because I had no money, and she goes, let's give it one more go. And I went to Adelaide to do it, and it was successful.
Oh, Kate, tell us
So
about your
7
little
years.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 6. Her name's Sienna with a C, so it means God is gracious. So, but yeah, 7 years of IVF caused me to be menopausal by the time I'm 38. I had a stroke because of all the medication that I was injecting. So 5 injections a day. It
a lot.
caused me to have a stroke after another miscarriage and multiple miscarriages.
Well, Kate, we're glad we've got your little bundle of joy with us now. It is hugely taxing on people emotionally, physically, financially, and our thoughts are very much this morning with people going through it at the moment because it is certainly not an easy thing to go through. And while we're thrilled for everyone who's had successful stories, there are a lot of people that are really struggling with this. So we're thinking of you this morning.
We're going to air our chat tomorrow with Anna, your friend, who's on Big Miracles as well.
And she's awesome.
She's great.
She's great.
Absolute
She's very
hoot.
honest.
Yeah, the way she attacks her situation will give a lot of others inspiration. I think.
She's great.
Don't you think?
She's great. She'll be on the show tomorrow, and of course, you can catch her on
Big Miracles
on
the
Channel
9 Network.
Thank
Great
you
show.
very much to everyone who came forward sharing their stories as well.
Thank you for being a friend.
Hey guys, that is it. We are getting out of here. A little bit late for an important topic to hit.
Gorgeous sunshine.
We're off to do the tan.
You're not going to do the tan. Have you ever walked the tan? You were going to go yesterday. How'd you go?
I couldn't get there. I had to go to the
Can
pool
you
shop.
imagine Jace tackling Anderson Street Hill?
No.
Is that the one she...
The whinging.
That's
The
the hill.
whinging, the big
hill
hill.
of death.
Is that
No,
the one
it's all
she,
right. It's a great hill. It's good for the calves.
It is good for the
Good
calves.
for the quads.
I like sitting there having a picnic watching people take the hill. Similar
You
vibe.
can't. You're lying. You've never done that because there's a big fence and a hole
Damn
in the
it.
trees. Unless you're sitting in the car
cactus garden.
eating a Taco Bell or something, you ain't having a
Which
picnic.
sounds a little
watching people.
seedy. Hey, that is it. We are out of here. Melcher Centre's in next. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you for being a friend. Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app, revofitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.